me deal with sansam no esa me de mani chemu me what national issues ewa ha na enra as usual akoma sports asase ya ye din komo ewremu ewo the Baba Yara Sports Stadium ye jensem e de free ho ye to stadium no mache after sa Ghana and Angola boy no na Baba Yara Sports Stadium empanyfo any statement epa so matum ampa ye to stadium no ehun nsem atesen ya ba nan and the public relations manager Edema the NSC Asante akwadin komo me de wonsam ababa ye wie no ye sanso ram our National Sports Authority headquarters wankasa entanopa ye betimi de atodwa se opanya ne ten ade bawa Majid ye kase or acting director general Edema the National Sports Authority exclusively ye na abon komo wọ́n nsẹ́m pii ẹ̀de ato anim yẹ a wɔkyerɛkyerɛ mu nneɛma mpanyinfoɔ ɛyɛ yɛ a ɛnya asɛm ketewa ntimame nhyɛseɛ mfamfiri the deputy director a ɛnɛ yi ɔyɛ director ɛdema the National Sports Authority wakɔnfɛmi sɛ NSC no ɛnkyɛ bi a wɔn ɛbɛba abɛ inspecte the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium no na wɔn abɛhwɛ sɛ biribiara ɛdeda mu a they will come and do that but before that. An exclusive interview with Madam Patience Adams, yes, Pat, and Oya Panya, Oya Public Relations Manager, at the NSC, Asante region, or the Atuyanim, Sanuma Bia Somo Baba Sports Stadium Piano, one Ayawi, baby Bia Somo Piano, or Soma Yawi, one more try final inspection from almost superiors, one more I won't cry, no Mapa, Abba Hessa, Juma Muyano, and one Noa, Nafe, or my friend and pay for Amama Stadium Ajatu.
And by say na directives free above say into stadium based on more reportage more the call yes page and yes na as at that time from the damage na see any repair works no na e be here time more time na grass let me enyi internet say man enough time emani nti nyame adom baby yakika aduro ne de eye yeguso a say ye hwe sempanyimfo beba behwe omohwe na omo ye satisfied with baby aduro ne de a na fe gidi yeso mehwe yo betimi abie kwan say ebetimi adi edwuma nti enwa na ye hwe mu. Oh, for me, I was the pictures before the baby out. I think after closure, I knew 3 weeks prior. Everything was okay. But the also maintenance work, it was continuous. Yeah, we top dressing, texting, I didn't know. Almost and Sunday in free so. And as we speak now, say me ma from the person was to be with me. Just say, it was under supervision and a directive until officially no more declared their fine. But
okay, not just as a son, some one year can far lights radio, little MI exclusives be bra. Omoma is ye more Angola game. I'm kasi enya nyoma bi nka ho. But the party can just concentrate on and sensano so nko. Ye nim say fight intensity. Womo ye. Ene de aka ni na. We ba Yara Sports Stadium asam ano no ana after say any part edin komo e ka so mo twen some panfo be free crime aba be hwe no ana ye ba nan ene the deputy director general of the National Sports Authority opanya de ade Majid Power ekokodin komo na Majid Power ade nsempi ana to yanim opanya achema Baba Sports Stadium no nyame adma next week wanum abapa no mababa yesa inspection na PR no eka wasem no osom baba abesa inspection no however ose wamo ane agreement in principle with the GFE and the GACA regarding sika as a collapse in etua no mutimi ayisu stadium no wamo ariche sa agreement in principle with both GACA and the GFE yentie Majid Power.
So we have just been notified about the work that has been done in Kumasi at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. So God willing, next week we'll be there with the officials to inspect the work done. If if we are satisfied with the work done, then it will be open for the clubs to use. Like I told you earlier, we have been in discussion with the Ghana Football Association, the Delta, and the clubs, especially those who are the Premier League and they are using our facilities. We put to them the stress that we are going through in getting the facilities ready for their games every week, not only Accra, every other place. So we had a negotiation and we came to a conclusion that the club should support. And we went back and forth. We were asking them to pay more. Eventually, we agreed at the 5,000 that they said they will be able to pay, and we agree. So we have a written agreement to that effect. So that was what we asked Kumasi also to adopt. So the issue was not about Kumasi Asante Kotoko being asked to pay 5,000. No, the welfare body of the clubs, together with representatives of the clubs, had a discussion with the managers of the facility in Accra, and we got to that. Even though we were not happy, but we have a responsibility to support them, and so we agree. So there's a written agreement between the clubs who are using the facilities. So it wasn't only Asante Kotoko alone who were asked to pay that money. No.
Wamo ane gaka ne GF di nkomo ade ato so 5,000 kwa clubs no na kasa sa no betuatua enya de no mpeso mo gene no eti sa de no eyemra edawo sesei obayi so mo facility a obedi ka tua 5,000 for pitch maintenance ba Majid esitie unim sa clubs yi ball mo bo ewe yen stadium no eboa mo pa omunya mfaso bebrebe ade free so nemom clubs no wamo emwa ene seneta so mo maintain facility no eno ntina sesei one of the strict rules at the upper, it is our strict rules in there. One put it in place. Set up a piano on me Akipi Stadium no in good condition. Ama Stadium no Urawa Ubose Omo Ementini.
In this part of the world, people think that the facility is for the state, and so it is the state responsibility to maintain it. So you have the clubs who patronize the pitches around, but they are not interested in supporting the managers of the pitches to maintain it. For example, Accra Sports Stadium, Accra House of Folk and other clubs use the Accra Sports Stadium for their league games. Every week that the league is being played, the National Sports Authority spend between 8 to 10,000 cedis to work on the pitch for a particular game. We invited them during the recess before the commencement of this particular season, and we told them, this is the situation. We pay for lights we do not generate. We pay for water to maintain the pitch. At least if you are not paying for anything, for these utilities, make provisions for us to be able to settle them. Because water is a very major component in the management of the pitch. But they are not ready. The clubs are not ready to support the managers of the facilities to maintain the pitch. But when they go outside to a private facility, they are ready to even pay more. So that is the situation we find ourselves. Currently, I know that Kumasi, as we are speaking from Kumasi, so Kumasi and Asante Kotoko, they are playing in Obuasi. The risk involved from traveling from Kumasi to Obuasi is a factor. They will have to go in advance so that the team can have a rest before the game. Accommodation, they will pay. They will pay for transportation. They will pay for feeding, even if they are in Kumasi, they will pay. And on top of it, they will pay for the use of the Langley Sports Stadium. So they don't see the support that the authority is giving them when they are playing at home.
I know I am Majid Power. Finally, she said there was a plan in here, me patrol 10 year pa. We exclusive, any demand or say Accra Sports Stadium, no. She said, and paying for a share, so I'm able you as a national facility. It's a new policy, no, and it's a plan, and it's a Accra Sports Stadium, a bay national facility, national team games, and a babo ho, na afe a bus. Other activities, events, no, Ninan Omu Ejai, na yet about national games. For now, Majid exclusively to Akuma Sports.
And so moving forward, we are going to make sure that we maintain the status. We are not going to joke with the maintenance of the pitches. We are going to allow pressure on the pitches.
What do you intend to mean when you say you are not going to allow pressure on the pitch? Does it mean that as you used to host numerous of clubs, that this time around that will not be happening?
Yes, that is what I'm saying. We are not going to allow pressure on the pitches, and we are going to designate a facility for the national teams. That facility will remain for the nations. Anytime the nation is called to duty, that is where we all go. And then we are going to make sure that we protect that facility. Nothing apart from the sports will happen on that facility. In that case, we'll be able to have a national facility for national games. So we haven't concluded, but for now, Accra Sports Stadium is the only facility now that has the certification from FIFA to host national games. But the decision hasn't been made yet. But for now, Accra Sports Stadium have the certification, and so for now, that is what is going to happen. That means that no extra curricular activity will take place in that facility.
87.9 Kumasi. Ano I am Majid Ebawa. Nenso wade chuja na me one national issues there. Nana mami coach from Pomanso I will page so na me nyadwuma coach from Pomanso and ye busa na Black Stars wo current performance and what to be say coach Otwado Abeka say in Black Stars the place no wo nru ba bia yadwe so modru no and coach Debi from Pomanso see coach where there I beg to differ. No kwasam and it's a current blasters players on one esan ke katia ni tikrana qualifies group here womi Ghana, Angola, Sudan, Niger debi ese katia ni kura yetia ye qualify it was on there what tuja so we a group your squad no the ability san come qualify or say no or catch your todo the fair players be na players anya omadwen so ebe kom ho a drop them na fe yenko anim from Pomanso ansem enie
Otwado Diana now can almost some at the compare previously no results number. Am I not cutting no? Almost me fighting when compare or ACN name which for me I didn't say true. But then okay even the Wolia and the group to me I qualify easily without any mathematics. But me now almost batawa a different number. A damn you know okay, hardly you see a player say all slide the crowd. Or so be person of the Kings. Or no over match or I say or join a match of Kokobo or you. And no and you. Do you are doing passes you per se you put your home for the nation. You rather keep that at the own than over you know Madonna. But not necessarily that's almost to me more. Almost when Bibi Koshe goes. Bibi is also I didn't know. Almost the sound of my dream had a second rated the E and I had a managing the court and perceive the primary the Quaco League. Now, it's a you know, necessary to have those to me. Those almost committed, almost person become put them aside and then open concentrate to your place. So there are some there. Almost crowd want to play. God, you know, I think the local players know they can even perform better than they almost say.
I know a coach from Pomanso. That year, I don't know. Me ko Accra has a folk. And Timami coach Abubakar Watara. Na Abubakar Watara. I say he loves the team. Na the current squad no he Opomas and Papa. Or say fans no. I say mu remain supportive. Mon tight team nechi. Na bra omuye mistakes no. Na musubuku so eta much especially young guys na a woman no. Or say omo pick experience. E be a ball league for the first time. Et coach Abubakar Watara of Accra Hearts of Folk and Eka say also best Hearts of Folk a chita for no. Mudia Munkoswa, Namuntam Ranchenechi, Namranchen a mistakes in Nano, a learning curve, one more added experience, a bit more afe, and a first ever league, a more abrabu.
If I like my club, everything is coming the game and support after I can criticize. And the criticize is part of life. But your opinion, what the supporters' opinion is normal. I can take it or I can't take it. It's like that. Salim is player of Asofo. If today or tomorrow he didn't deliver well, Not because of that, I'll crucify him. He's one of their players. My role is to protect the players, to deliver. Leaving the players. No, I have the players. We are working to go for it. I don't need to bring another player now to starting again. It's as of folk. We are working to go forward with the 56 players. Let me finish the league and you come to ask that question. But now, I don't talking about the new player. I'll talk about the current players who are there. I'm working with them, hard working. It's not easy for the players. It's normal. Some of them are just coming for the first time as a folk. Some of them, you are talking about the past season. I don't want to come back to say anything. Take my decision to bring those young boys, to bring that new team. I will do it.
Coach Abubakar Watara, Nijina Continental Club Masters, Glorious Accra Hatsefok, Ashe, goalkeeper, Benjamin Mensah, goalkeeper, the man Hatsefok, or your captain, Benjamin Mensah, out of 7 games, what them Adiama has, were keeping 4 clean sheets, were conceding 4 goals, a branch and some Atuja, or anything at the Benjamin Asare, or share, or compare Hatsefok, almost start, I was seeing at the bus here. Improvement aba na osra supporters no mungu so enta omachi munya botrem fa bomo na mu expect say afa kra de wo mo ba be improve performance massively ade amaka to folk wo mo team no wey goalkeeper Benjamin Mensah osanhwe captain ade makra has folk
na oban so shey match say abon utimi say improve na football so any always never nya day e be never team na good day or chine bet me about say nya good day na so say na me kan place on wall no we are good. No one is bad. All those say they are the way say I'm expecting, and I'm the way say I'm doing say they are by more betting na jibe and then come sir. Now so at the end of the day, now at the end of the matches in here, boy, at the end of the day, no be about more betting na be share. We do go match instead of saying na coach in time. All those say omo no more this here. All those say on here there, and na e bi anyama here there and so ye man. I mean just say yes say you need see change because once I training, no preparation for the any matches they are you got it missing in football. Until when say better was to the matches in our time, saying that coach time, no working hard because the other year and so far we say we need to supporters in some beji and some person dem catch them so mutu on boss the way say we support you na mbam matches in the end they be win and so show boss say we expect more things and more victories for us.
And your goalkeeper Benjamin Mensah had to for captain Ben Asare has for captain Nensam I don't know now Nyame Aduma weekend ebe has the big one to play. Wamo ebo fie University of Ghana Stadium. Wamo any current league leaders. What do I need ewo bibiania Gold Stars form no ano eshi. Ano and a bibiani Gold Stars omo coach from Paul Manson and the ensem atuja wachre ekwanya afoso a ne mranche performance apeja wonum so about 7 games. Wamo enlusubi 3 difficult away grounds. Ewo Panto ewo Samara Boy and a brankesi honyina no one afa draw odu wani chem ewo fia 4 games omo for victories one more leading Ghana Premier League no coach edema club and thing ade bibiani Gold Stars from Paul Manson aboy nchiremu de ya ne mranche no e bodwuma san otache on mentality no
o to ado de na o kana o de do na o mo person
Paul Manson de na me de e san somebody to dwa no say and from Paul Manson and it's on Bibiani Gold Stars.
About anything. It's about sometimes players may be there and he has a mentality and say to me and this was the kind of work I say and the players need to and the easy way. Thursday, Wednesday, afternoon, person those are the after I say you free and then they will work like will be an officer of what table with it. Almost hungry, those who want to achieve names, those are the kind of players that would obey me, I bring results. Some conform with themselves. But for now, it's about the mentality and then hard work. And the younger guys is about the team over mostly more of an experience than those with physical abuse. It doesn't they need balance, Papa. Because all me could tell me Pandia will play, but without the ball, not a problem.
ɛno ɛyɛ coach from Pomanso. Now coach baby adri na uli di league table idea na sɛ league no mo just mo na so na ɛna wɔsɛ hwɛ ɔmfa pressure bia sabri ɛnkɔto de mmranche no so ɛnyɛ ha ɛna ɛgye Ghana Premier League no na ɔno de ɔyɛ ɛne so ɔmo de ɔmo kuso ɛbɔ wɔmo improve sɛ duru baabi ɔmo gye league ɛyɛ Ghana fo nyina bɛhu nyɔ na bɛka na mmom for now deɛ ɔno coach from Pomanso ɔmfa pressure nto mmranche no so sɛ kyikyi mo kɔgye league ɔso ɔmo yɛ nkɔda bi susa ebi from division 1 ne ade a the pressure command na fe enioma antaria na eba be say team enti yes league ne de wo mon kase chichi o mo kwaje but se ehun koda kwan o say ho na mpe ehun koda kwa dia so mbeje
oh for now we said down target at the certain now with this but as a team and now so we will want to make sure that we every game we are with results at the end of the day we know say this not between in a position a very respectable for us. Then we will take it. But me person I don't know too early to talk about those things. Then person jump for the gun and then now my 34th game. No, we are in the 7th week. So then 8th week, then we tackle. Then we move forward. That is the year. They come now. Now they the Phobia and I am so. If it's happening, that we will go for it. We will have to go for it. But it's too early to talk about. Idea a way to no. May deal with what is happening now.
I know a coach from Pomanso. Then so the two Johnny be any now Asante Kotoko Phyllis and Eba, but Mamin Koye na Mima Kotoko so Young Apostles President Samuel Enim Ado. Na former executive committee member of the Ghana Football Association and what change her a kapadi ebiwo league papa uhe liga uboka or see when town park no almost spending 600,000 Ghana cedis and cut 6 billion and you said no uye no free ma or see budget for the season no I 4 million Ghana cedis and cut 40 billion and it's a car one at the able league Samuel and him Ado one a president at the club at the Young Apostle.
I can tell you for a season our budget is 4 million Ghana cedis, a minimum. You need to pay your coaches, their salaries, and all your technical team members alone. You are more than it's almost 30,000 cedis before the players, before the match day expenses. And we try to feed the boys because we think sometimes where they are they need to get some the feeding too. So we do feed them too in addition. So it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But we are hoping. There are some stone quarries here that we are trying to approach also. They have not responded yet. We are hoping that they will come in because if you look at the money we spent to get, you remember after the season, we gave ourselves a target to fix the Wenchi Stadium. Look at the stadium now. That we are able to tell the whole world that we have one of the best or the best pitch in the Premier League. Look at it rain consistently, but see the pitch, the quality of the pitch you saw yesterday. So we've invested a lot of our revenue into getting the pitch ready. I can tell you we invested more than 600,000 cedis in the pitch alone, in the stadium alone, before recruitment. So you can imagine what we've gone through. And if we will keep spending like this, and then you're not getting anything back. So we really pray that God will help you to get a transfer. And we are hoping that God will give us another opportunity. That's why we believe in Aja and go to me.
I don't know now. As a little boy, and you be my man. Yeah, but you say your money da crow. It be back where be. I am fuching. What's your budget for the season? 4 million. Kotoko recruitment. Otum for 4.4 million for recruitment. And to be budget for the season, you know. Kotoko recruitment. Opem so si ko yit ba Kotoko. Now you 4.4 million Ghana cedis. So I'm for 2 players. It is hard here, but yeah, Bob so I'm pitch ready there. I come up. Now, yeah, Bob fellas, no. Asante Kotoko yeah, and a metro. Pacho yenten ye pa. Kotoko ne Legon cities. Nani pani pinim say nyame atoma. Echina Wednesday. And I gave an apostle. Me pacho sa game no. 30th of October. Now it's Wednesday 30th October. And I sa game abaso. Eti kro bia Asante Kotoko. Wamane Legon cities game no. Ama so nyame atoma echina week nyaza. Na it's about weekend matches new year. The midweek no. And I sa game abaso. Na kaisa Legon cities. One and a year crack. Side game no, the Ametian say 30th October 2024, 7 p.m. Next number our University of Ghana Stadium, Legon Hall, and I came at Babaso, ya and Yasam Katoa, crop ya Asante Kotoko metema kwa kopo na Legon Cities afidie Mazanyo Legon Cities from 6 games was just a point and Asante Kotoko and so from 6 games ekura 14 points coach pa Kwesi Fabian Nyoma ententam emfamano na enyam nwanwa leto ya pen voice na uni edin come out before the start of the season bi no etoma me ebuza na coach ayi mo top players was Legon Cities and wo tue serie was resa Legon Cities yey enti coach pa Kwesi Fabian and the sasam atujo ha na so mo de so mo ko top player de www and come on, me proto me ko proponent ogum Asante Kotoko head coach and was her or body defense na baso Asante Kotoko 6 games oma concede 2 goals nyaza 2 goals per oma concede ba ko brekum oma concede ba ko obo some young apostles no say obo defense na baso wo mo adwuma e kan bi kra and omo remain undefeated e Ghana Premier League.
The players are technically and tactically very, very good. In terms of coordination, they coordinate a lot very well. Try to make sure that they cover each other at the back. Again, they try as much as possible to make it simple at the back. They take the simplest of decisions at the back. They play it hard, they play it tough, they play it strong and very aggressively. They make sure that they are always first to the ball, and when they win the ball, they try as much as possible to make it simple. So I think it's about the structure at the back. They are very well coordinated, and they make things very simple at the back.
Coach Prosper Nete Ogum, Osisha, due to squad size, a limited squad size, as we make before the start of the season, and Sudan for me and you guys every money, and to say Nyami Aduma, January transfer window. Asante Kotoko ebe additions to the squad tie oba na mema exclusives e was answer no.
I think that in the second round basically we still augment the team and departments that we think that we need to augment, we need to strengthen. So definitely we'll do that. Even if you look at our team squad, we have a lesser number and we need to augment it. So I think on the goal scoring, today if you comparatively look at the shot on target, I think it was more than the previous games. So now that the shots are hitting the target and the goalkeepers are saving them, gradually with time they will find the back of the net. So it's a gradual process. Maybe at first we were creating, they were not even hitting the target. Now we are creating and they are hitting the target. So definitely confidence will go very high.
Now confidence will go high. Eti Kotoko ebeto players according to Prosper 5 players and Asante Kotoko epe 5 but omunya 4 a normal. Kotoko going for a very good left back Eddie Ababeka Patrick Esiedu left back Esmateko aka Patrick pe injury ba hagene suspension ba hagene Kotoko epe left back Kotoko epe creative midfielder number 10 creative midfielder number 10 Kotoko epe strikers mienu ana winga bako strikers na no meka chose Kwame Poku Bayi former striker de Asante Kotoko Steven Desemukwala afa Kotoko players omo peno omunya West Africa ha players baya mienu miensa ombesan tienie Kotoko enya players omo fiamanane no omunya West Africa for mienu miensa womo abesan omo ade omo ababeka ho a wanyina no aya felesa anopai mede emao na mamemfa ntodwa sa Asante Kotoko IMC no wamo ade a 2-year contract extension offer ade ama Justice Nkuku Blay Justice Blay contract no ase ebewu January a enti Kotoko company for ama 2-year contract extension offer oma to pay num na mempese be so oma to pay num enti Justice Blay contract e kan sa che on respond here Justice Blay dia me tiene se oyanya deal bi e outside e bia na ne de no akwakoye ritual am te de ne bi se bia manya deal bi tikabaya mama menim se de besi akọ nemum I can tell you say Justice Nkuku Blay Kotoko management am a 2-year contract extension offer Sanso na Kotoko keeper Frederick Asare I am saying am a 3-year contract extension offer with improved conditions or more up to the pay drastically. Sir Branches say I am Black Stars goalkeeper or standing a contract by 3 more years and former Asante Kotoko a branch such a contract one responded to IMC wɔn ebusa no wɔse ne manager ehwɛ eti Kotoko asase ya wɔn try so wɔn players a wɔn contract eba be run out no wɔn contract extension offer it beholds on the boys so wɔn bɛ sign contract no ɛde ama Kotoko maame nfɔ nto dwa sɛ aberante de Frederick Asare ma yɛ investigations kakra boy no deɛ ɔyɛ willing and ready to sign for Asante Kotoko and also to renew the contract or to extend for Asante Kotoko aberante de Frederick Asare ɔyɛ captain de ma Kotoko no ayɛ ready Justice Blay deɛ no ɛna mete sɛ asɛ ɔyɛ nyɛ deal bi eti Blay ɛnso ɛtwentwɛn ne n'ase kakra but all in all Asante Kotoko players no wɔn contract ɛwɔ no nyinaa no mpanyinfo ɛde contract extension ɛde ama wɔn a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa koraa yɛde mu si a nyame adoma awia yɛde mu ɛbɛtena Sir John ɛtoa so ɛde ama wɔfa phone no ɛyɛ *439# *439# fa phone no sisi *439# na afei extend the contract no ɔsi Pepe tell Sir John to drive through some roundabout